Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of NRL tips. This is the NRL season 2024 round 3 tips and predictions. Before I proceed on, I just want to let you know that I'll be showing you a free tipping competition where you can participate in for free, hopefully win some money each week. If you are interested, you can find out more about it at the end of the video. Okay, let's get started. The first game of the round will be the Panthers versus the Broncos at Bluebet Stadium in Penrith on Thursday night. This will be just like the rematch of last year's grand final, an exciting match to watch. After both teams have suffered round 1 loss, they have come back stronger in round 2 and show people why they are the grand finalists last year. However, both will be missing some key players this round. James Fisheries from the Panthers has injured his shoulder in round 2 and will miss this game. Adam Reynolds and Payne Haas from Broncos side will also miss these games after both sustained injuries to their knees. For this one, I will go with the Panthers to win at home by at least 1 to 12 points. The second game of the round will be the Warriors versus the Raiders at Apollo Project Stadium in Christchurch, New Zealand on Friday evening. The Warriors, despite their fairy tale run last year to the prelims, they seem a bit disjointed to start off this season. They are still yet to claim their first win, and I believe they will be very desperate this round. On the other hand, most NRL experts have written the Raiders off for this season. They rate the Raiders as one of the most likely teams to receive wooden spoon this year. But so far, the Raiders have proven them wrong with 2 impressive wins under their belt. I know the Warriors will be very tough to beat at home. In fact, the Warriors are considered the favorites to win. However, the Raiders always love the underdog tag name, and they got what it takes to pull up an upset. So for this one, I will go with the Raiders to win by at least 1 to 12 points. The third game of the round will have the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs at Allianz Stadium in Sydney on Friday night. The Sydney Roosters, after their embarrassing performance against the Seagulls last week, I believe they will come with a lot of intent to make it right this week. Unfortunately, their 5'8" Luke Keary is ruled out after he failed his head injury assessment, so Sandon Smith will come in to take his spot. They still have a lot of talent in their side, so I don't think it would affect them that much. On the other hand, the Rabbitohs, despite being considered one of the premiership favourites this season, have yet to secure a win. Out of desperation, they have axed their former halfback Lachlan Ilias and will replace him with the 2023 New South Wales Cup Player of the Year, Dean Hawkins. Also, Jack Whiten will finally make his debut in the centres this round with the Bunnies. For this one, I will go with the Roosters to win at home by at least 1 to 12 points. The fourth game of the round will be the Bulldogs versus the Titans at Belmore Sports Ground in Sydney on Saturday afternoon. Both teams have performed horribly in their last 2 opening rounds of the season. I don't know how well they are going to perform against each other, but I believe the Bulldogs can win this one by at least 1 to 12 points. The fifth game of the round will be the Dragons versus the Cowboys at Netstrata Stadium in Sydney, also on Saturday afternoon. After a back-to-back win in the preseason, one in preseason and followed by the impressive win in round 1, I thought Dragons really going to prove us all wrong. But unfortunately, it was a different story last week. The Dolphins stressed them horribly in round 2 last week. On the other hand, the Cowboys almost got beaten last week, but at least they were able to pull off a win. So for this one, I will go with the Cowboys to win well by at least 13 plus points. The sixth game of the round will be the West Tigers versus the Sharks at Lakeside Hall in Sydney on Saturday night. I do not trust the two halves of the Tigers, at least not at the moment. They still need to prove themselves that they can lead and steer the team around. The Tigers do have quality players, but they are not connecting well on the field at the moment. On the other hand, the Sharks are playing really well at the moment. Their star halfback Nico Hines is also leading the way on the Dally M points ladder. So for this one, I will go with the Sharks to win well by at least 13 plus points. The seventh game of the round will be the Parramatta Eels versus the Seagulls at Combank Stadium in Sydney on Sunday afternoon. The Eels almost upset the Panthers last week after leading at first half, but to be fair, they did not have much possession of the ball, but they still were able to put up a good fight against the Premiers. On the other hand, the Eagles are flying high at the moment. The inclusion of Luke Brooks at 5'8" have proven critical, and Tommy Tebow is also playing really well after returning from the injury. By looking at both teams, they are equally matched. This will surely be a tough game, and it's really hard for me to choose, but just because of the home advantage, I will go with the Parramatta Eels to win at home by not more than 1 to 12 points. If you have enjoyed the video so far, please show your appreciation by liking the video and subscribe or follow me for more tipping videos. Okay, the 8th and the final game of the round will be the Knights versus the Melbourne Storms at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle on Sunday evening. After losing 2 first games, the Knights also have become desperate. They have axed their halfback, Jackson Hastings, and will replace him with Jack Cogger, who was very instrumental in the greatest grand final comeback for the Panthers last year. I believe Cogger will do a pretty good job on the weekend. On the other hand, the Melbourne Storms, after their 2 strong opening performances, they have been struck by unfortunate incidents. While Cameron Munster is still out due to injury, his halves partner, Jerome Hughes, will now join him in the sideline after being copped a 1-game suspension for pushing the referee in round 2. I know Craig Bellamy will still find some suitable players to fill in those gaps, but I think those shoes are very big to fill for any reserve halves that they might have. So therefore, this one I will go with the Knights to win at home by at least 1 to 12 points. And that concludes our tipping video for this round. As I have mentioned earlier, there is a website called PNGBet. I know some of you might have heard of it, that used to host free NRL tipping competition every year. It's already started this year, and I am currently participating in that competition. It's not too late for you to join. If you are interested, you can join in at any time. I'll put the link in the description below. This is how you would join the competition. You click on that link in the description. It will bring you to the registration page where you will register for free. They will not ask for credit card details, just your name, email address, and your country and password. As you can see, the list of countries eligible to participate in competition are here. So if you are from this region, you are eligible to join. So after you fill in your details, click join, and you will sign up for the website, and then you go into the website. On the top right corner, there's a tipping tab there. You click on that tipping, and then you went into there, and you'll see the competition. The free competition is there, so you go and click and join the competition. They will pick top 10 tipsters each week for some cash prizes, and at the end of the season they will rank all the tipsters, and the top 300 tipsters at the end of the season will receive some prize money. But by the way, it's not the real money that they will give you. It's like a bonus money or free credits that you can use to place bets and win real money. So if you are interested, the link is in the description below. And that's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, gamble responsibly, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.